The story starts with Denji, who is 16 years of age, is seen living in an abandoned shack over a hilltop with his pet dog Pochita, a pet dog with a chainsaw coming out of his head. We get to know that the poor boy has donated one of his eyes as well as a kidney to gather up some money, but it was nowhere enough to pay off his father's debt. Since his father committed suicide, Denji teams up with his pet Pochita, the Chainsaw Devil, as a devil hunter in order to pay off the enormous debt that his father owed to the yakuza gang. We see Denji and his pet fight off a tomato monster, and without much difficulty, the pair manages to defeat it. After finishing the job for the yakuza boss, Denji tells Pochita about his desire to lead a quiet life, and, if possible, he hopes to find a girlfriend so that he can finally enjoy some naughty time with her. Just when Denji was trying to get some rest, the yakuza boss assigns him to kill a devil that appeared at an abandoned warehouse. But when they reach the warehouse, Denji and Pochita are stabbed from behind, and the yakuza boss discloses that his gang has joined forces with the zombie devil. And in order to receive more power from him, the devil has ordered them to kill Denji since he is a devil slayer. The yakuza zombies chase Denji while he is trying to escape, but the zombies soon corner them and start attacking Denji in a very gruesome manner. After killing them, the zombies throw away the dismembered body of Denji and his pet in a garbage bin. Just as everything was going to end for them, Denji's blood pours into Pochita's mouth, and Pochita appears to Denji in a dream, promising to become Denji's heart by merging with him in return for witnessing Denji fulfill his own wishes. After realizing that he can change into a devil-human hybrid form in the same way by pulling Pochita's pull cord, which is now on his chest, he awakens his power as a chainsaw devil and starts to fight against the zombie devil. In this form, he can grow chainsaws out of his head and limbs, which he uses to slay the yakuza zombies, and after that, he proceeds to kill the zombie devil. The warehouse is soon discovered the following morning by a team of public safety devil hunters. Upon seeing the devil hunters, Denji requests Makima to give him a hug, which then causes him to return to his human form. And to Denji's great surprise, she offers to keep him alive as a human and also feed him from here onwards. Since Denji's stomach was growling due to hunger, they all decided to stop for eating in the rest area. And after finishing their lunch break, Makima and the group reach the devil hunters' headquarters in Tokyo. Since Denji has fallen in love with Makima, he wants to work under her, but to his disappointment, she introduces him to public safety devil hunter Aki Hayakawa, to whom Denji will be reporting. Makima sends them both on a patrolling mission. But while patrolling, Denji keeps asking him about Makima, due to which Aki and Denji get into a fight. Aki orders Denji to leave the Devil Hunters Association for his own safety. But Denji teases Aki of having similar feelings for Makima, and he is just jealous since Denji also likes her. When Denji and Aki report back to Makima with fighting wounds all over their body, she strictly orders them to cooperate with each other. The following day, Denji and Aki are on a quest of killing a devil, and Denji is able to one-shot the devil without even using his chainsaw powers. After returning back to the headquarters, Makima introduces Denji to Power, who is a blood devil. And Makima reveals that Power is going to be Denji's new partner for the upcoming missions. Denji is surprised and questions her if devils like Power can actually hunt demons. After Makima has explained about the devils and their soon-to-be dissolved experimental squad, Denji leaves for the patrolling with Power. Power becomes irritated and restless since she is starving for blood and smacks Denji on his head, demanding him to give her something to kill. Denji thinks that Aki was trying to get him fired and had set him up to fail by partnering him up with a devil like Power. Meanwhile, Power smells blood while they are looking for devils and starts to run off when she sees a sea cucumber devil. She leaps off the building and smacks the devil to death using her blood-forged hammer. Public attention is drawn to the fight as a result, and when Power tries to lie her way out by blaming it on Denji, Makima intervenes in order to prevent Denji and Power from accusing one another of the mistake. She advises them to cooperate with each other and avoid taking any more risks, since they both will be killed if their experimental squad is dissolved. Back at the headquarters, Denji begins flirting with Power in an effort to get along with her, and Power sees a chance of manipulating him for her benefit. She offers Denji the opportunity of touching her round cakes in exchange for helping her defeat a bat devil, who has taken her pet cat, Meowie, as a hostage. After all parties agree, Denji is granted a leave of absence for a few hours to accompany Power for her visit outside the headquarters. Elsewhere, we see Makima and Aki returning from a meeting at the headquarters. And while they are discussing about the devils and their abilities, we get to know that the devils come into existence and grow stronger when living things are scared of a certain object. Their fear is the life source of all the devils. After traveling for a while, they both arrive at a deserted house outside of city limits where she attacks Denji and knocks him off. Power reveals that she has promised to feed the Bat Devil a human body in order to heal his wounds in return for the release of her cat. The Bat Devil happily squeezes out blood from Denji, which helps him heal. But because his blood tastes horrible, he decides to eat both Power and the cat in anger. After that, in order to satisfy his taste buds, he then flies off towards the city in search of a new, tasty prey. But Denji manages to stay alive, and he grabs the devil's leg just when the devil is about to take off. Denji fights with the Bat Devil using his devil chainsaw form, and both of them crash inside the city. The Bat Devil is outmatched against Denji when he uses the chainsaw power to kill the devil by slicing out his guts. He is also successful in saving Power and her cat after the fight ends. Since Denji understands the pain of losing his beloved pet Pochita, he doesn't blame Power for her betrayal and tells her to better keep her promise of letting him touch her round cakes. Power sees that Denji survived the battle with the Bat Devil and is so impressed with his fortitude that she agrees to let him fondle her round cakes. But just then, the Leech Devil appears out of nowhere, ripping off Denji's arm and devouring it. Denji tries to transform into the Chainsaw Man, but due to the previous fight, he has a severe loss of blood, which stops him from getting a complete transition, and instead, Denji forms only a small chainsaw on his head. Denji continues to fight the Leech Devil while remembering his dream of touching round cakes, and he is successful in dealing some damage to the Leech Devil in the process. However, Denji is outmatched and exhausted, and just as he is about to be killed by the devil, Aki shows up and defeats the Leech Devil using his Fox Devil. Denji gains his consciousness, and Aki informs him that he was able to reattach Denji's limb after getting a blood transfusion. When Denji asks him about the Fox Devil, Aki reveals that he has made a contract with the Fox Devil, and in return for using her powers, he offers her a part of his body. Just then, Aki states that he can get rid of both Denji and Power, but instead, he orders Denji to follow his orders in exchange for keeping both of them safe. Denji agrees reluctantly, and Makima gives Aki permission to keep them alive after hearing his report on Denji and Power. And, as per Makima's orders, chaos occurs in Aki's apartment, since Power also starts living with him and Denji so that Aki can keep a watch over both of them. Later that night, Power keeps her promise to Denji and lets him squeeze both of her round cakes for 3 times, to which Denji doesn't even think twice before proceeding to fulfill his dream of squeezing round cakes. We also get to know that even a devil like Power is also impressed by the invention of bra pads, since it makes the cakes look bulkier. The next day, when an unhappy Denji reveals to Makima that since his goal of squeezing round cakes has been achieved, he no more feels motivated of doing anything and is actually sad upon achieving the goal. Makima then insists that the reason Denji's experience of fondling Power's round cakes is no fun was because of the reason that he didn't know his partner well enough to actually get excited about doing it. Denji is rendered dumbfounded as she continues to sexually tease him, even allowing him to touch one of her cake for comparison.
Oh my god! Wow!
When Denji is remotivated to fight for Makima, she reveals to him that devils appear as the object that people fear the most. And among them, the Gun Devil is the strongest devil that has killed more than 1 million people, including Aki's family. Makima believes that Denji might be able to defeat the Gun Devil using his chainsaw powers, and promises him that if he actually defeats the Gun Devil, she offers to grant him any wish in exchange for killing it. public safety locates a devil lurking inside a hotel using a piece of the gun devil that has been gently magnetized to the other shards of the gun devil. And Makima sends Aki's squad, which consists of Aki's lifelong partner Himino, Denji, Power, the timid little Kobni, and the big mouth Rai to defeat it. And in order to make the mission more interesting, Himino promises to kiss the one who defeats the devil in order to hype up the newcomers. But since our boy Denji has already decided to get it on with Makima, he quickly rejects her proposal. Just then, Himino promises that if Denji is successful in killing the devil first, she is willing to give him the complete French experience of the kiss. Upon hearing this, Denji becomes hell-bent on killing the devil as soon as possible. Before they go in, Aki recalls how Himino requested him to stay alive when they first met in a large graveyard made for the gun devil's victims, and she reveals that her last 5 partners had all passed away fighting against the devil. While searching the building, the gang discovers a walking head on the 8th floor that suddenly attacks Kobni, but Power easily defeats the devil with the support of Himino's ghost devil. Himino reveals about her contract with the ghost devil, which gives her access to a strong, ghost-like hand. After searching around for a while, the team realizes that they are all stuck in a loop when they keep getting back to the same floor again and again. The devil hunters try to search for escape routes until Aki observes that all the clocks in their room have fully stopped at 8:18, and they realize that they are no longer connected to the outside world. But Denji doesn't give a shit about their situation and just goes to sleep peacefully. After he wakes up, Denji sees Himino smoking the same brand of cigarettes as Aki, and Himino reveals that he started smoking because of her after defending her from the enraged girlfriend of one of her dead partners. Aki enters the room again, and after taking a puff from the last remaining cigarette, he explains that the devil they defeated earlier has gotten bigger and is now coming for them. The devil appears and proposes a contract to the devil hunters. They can leave the building safely if they give up Denji as a sacrifice to the huge mound of flesh known as the Eternity Devil. Upon hearing this, Denji is attacked by Kobni, but Himino and Aki stand up for him and promise not to sacrifice him. While they are scrambling for ideas to defeat the devil, Rai finds out that Power has gobbled up all of their remaining food, and she tries to blame it on Denji again.
食べたのか?
わしじゃない。デンジが食べておったわ。
To this, Kobni now starts blaming Power for being the reason they are stuck in this building, and tries to kill her next. The devil grows larger when Rai and Kobni's anxiety intensifies, and it becomes powerful enough to turn the entire floor upside down. Aki tries to use his sword in a final attempt to defeat the devil, but Himino stops him since using the sword depletes Aki's life force. Just then, Kobni advances with a knife in an attempt to stab Denji to death, but Aki takes the blow instead, surprising Himino. While Power tries to stop Aki's bleeding using her ability of controlling blood. Denji thanks Aki for saving him and jumps into the devil's mouth, prepared to rip out its insides in order to defeat it. Denji starts ruthlessly tearing out the devil's insides, even though he is severely injured after getting bit by the devil. However, Denji continuously heals himself by devouring the blood of the devil and keeps on fighting like a madman. While watching Denji fight, Himino recalls the time she visited the graves of her former teammates with her mentor and heard him say that sane hunters are the ones that often die when they are fighting against a devil. To which Himino responds that Aki seems to be a little insane for trying to kill the gun devil. Himino was shocked to witness Denji's insanity while he fights with the Eternity Devil. She then recalls the time she offered Aki to go private in order to try and talk him out of the idea of chasing the gun devil, but he refused. Upon seeing Denji, she is relieved to learn that he is also insane and starts believing that Denji might be able to kill the gun devil without endangering Aki's life. After 3 days of non-stop massacre, Denji finally kills the devil when it starts begging Denji to put an end to its suffering. After finishing their mission, the group visits a restaurant to celebrate in order to get to know more about each other. Although the group is having fun, Kobni becomes scared when one of the veteran hunter called Fushi casually mentions that his rookie was recently killed, revealing that devil hunters' lives are lost frequently while fighting against the devils. Just then Makima enters. While having a good time at the party, Aki asks Makima about Denji and his capabilities, to which Makima agrees to reveal if they are able to defeat her in a drinking competition. But neither Aki nor Himino is able to keep up with her, and they both lose. Just then, a overdrunk Himino tries to kiss Denji in a French style, but she is so drunk that she ends up puking in his mouth. After the celebration ends, Himino brings Denji to her apartment after he passes out at the party. And since she is still drunk, she asks Denji if he wants to have sex with her.
しちゃう
If you have enjoyed it so far, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Stay tuned for part 2.